Okay, continuing on with practice test, chapter 7, problem number 7. In this example, or in this problem, we have a triangle. It looks something like this. We know it's a right triangle. It has 5 and 6, and they're asking us for x. Okay, so in this one, we're just going to use the Pythagorean theorem. We're going to say 5 squared plus x squared is equal to 6 squared. Gives us 25 plus x squared is equal to 36. We then have subtracting 25 from each side. We get x squared is equal to 11. And finally, x is equal to the square root of 11. All right, let's try number 8. In this example, we have a picture that looks something like this. That, and a 13 here, and a 7 there. Okay, we're trying to find x. Well, in this problem, we can do is bring the 7 down to here because they're equal, even though you don't really know that because you don't know these are parallel. But we're going to assume that's true. And then you can say 7 squared plus 13 squared is equal to x squared. And then you get 49 plus 169 is equal to x squared. 218 is equal to x squared. Square root of 218x. And I did punch that into my calculator, and the square root of that is 14.8. All right. So now let's try number 9. Number 9, we have a triangle that looks like this. You know, the bottom is 12, and each of the sides are 9. So we know it's an isosceles triangle, and we're looking for the middle, the height, the altitude in the middle. All right, well, first thing we can tell ourselves is because this is an isosceles triangle, we know that this side to there is 6, and over there to 6. So we can do any one of the smaller triangles, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to say 6 squared plus x squared equals 9 squared. 36 plus x squared equals 81. X squared equals, subtract 36 from both sides, 45. X equals square root of 45. Oops, 45. Okay, and if we wanted to minimize that, we could say 9 goes in there, square root of 9 times the square root of 5, and x is equal to 3 times the square root of 5. Let's try number 10. Number 10, another right triangle. This one, it's not well drawn, but that's 45. This is right. That is 19. And that is x, and that is y. All right, well, the very first thing you notice that if we have 90 here and 45 here, then this is 45 also. So we have our special triangle, 90, 45, 45. And if you remember that, I'll draw that again. 90, 45, 45, this is n, this is n, this is n times the square root of 2. All right, when you have 45, 45, and right. So that's our formula. So in this situation, we can tell right away that 19 is equal to n times the square root of 2. Well, n is either x or y. I'm going to make it x in this case. So x is equal to, 19 right here is equal to x times the square root of 2. So we divide by the square root of 2. Cancels out on this side. We're left with x. But we can't have the square root of 2 over 2, so we're going to multiply times can't have the square root of 2 on the bottom of the fraction, so we're going to multiply times the square root of 2 over square root of 2. 19 times the square root of 2 all over 2. And then that is your answer for x. And, by the way, it's also your answer for y. And why is that? Well, because when you have a 90, 45, 45, x and y here are going to be the same. They're both the same value. All right, now let's try number 11. Number 11 looks something like this. Here we go. Looks something like that. It's got 12 here, y here, x here, and 60 degrees. So now we know this is a special 90, 60, 30, or 30, 60, 90. And when you have a 30, 60, 90, 60, 30, 90, we remember that our rule is this. This is in the short leg, and this is n times the square root of 3, poorly written, n times the square root of 3. There we go. And then this is 2n. Okay, now if you spin this around, this 12 is right here. Okay, and this 60 down here, that's this y, and this up here is x. So now we're going to do this calculation like this. We'll say 2, n is y, right? So instead of saying 2n, I'm going to say 2y is equal to 12. We know it is. That's the calculation. So y is equal to 6. If y is equal to 6 and y is n, then we can come right up here and calculate x. X is equal to, so y is equal to 6. If y is equal to 6 and y is n, then we can come right up here and calculate x. X is equal to 6 times the square root of 3. And there's our two answers for that special case. And finally, number 12, we have a box that looks like this.